Ladies and gents, welcome to the BayArena. Ladies and gents, if you're a subscriber of the channel and you've been following along to these 4 days in Deutschland, these surroundings might look somewhat familiar. I'm making once again the walk from the hotel, the Liosso, to the BayArena. I kept saying the BayArena in English, that's how we'd say it, but apparently it's pronounced BayArena because you've read the title, we're here for a stadium tour. And if I'm looking even rougher than usual, I'm sounding even rougher than usual, it's because we've been so busy in Deutschland, in Germany. And last night I've lost my voice a bit because we had an incredible moment celebrating with all the Leverkusen fans as it looked once again like their unbeaten, invincible season was, I was going to say come to an end, but it's not exactly come to an end because they're Bundesliga champions, Deutscher Fußballmeister. But it looked like they were going to lose the game, but in typical Bayer 04 fashion, they pulled back a late equaliser, 2-2 against Stuttgart. A fantastic game, and credit to the woman at the hotel for getting me tickets. Wow. Obviously a stadium tour is going to be very different because there's not going to be any people in the ground, but obviously we're going to take a look round like we always do on the channel. We basically do loads of stadium tours on the channel. If you are new, we do a 360 around the exterior and then we pop into the club shop. We usually always buy something. Before I catch up with you outside the BayArena, obviously Leverkusen, most famous for, are they a pharmaceutical company? Bayer. They make like creams and stuff. They cleared up my nasty rash I had the other day. So thanks to Bayer, not just for football content, but for clearing up old Roy's rash. You've got a multi-purpose sports facility over here. Volleyball, hockey, I think. There's loads of stuff going on over here. But as we make our way back out the gates, further down here, I think I might have mentioned it. Did I mention it in the last video? I'm not sure. We did a live stream outside the ground on Friday. All the training pitches, the academies and stuff, it's just quite rare to find them outside the actual main ground stadium in England. For example, in Manchester United, they train at Carrington, which is nowhere near Old Trafford, but in a moment you'll see all the training stuff is outside the BayArena. This isn't just exclusive to Leverkusen. We've done a Mönchengladbach tour, Dortmund tour, Schalke. They all seem to do the same thing. So ladies and gents, one thing I didn't mention in last night's video, I was caught up in all the excitement, were how many bikes were along here. These are obviously bike racks over here. You can see you've got the car park and just row after row of bike racks. You know, Germans, if you are German, apologies for this, but a lot of English or British people have the stereotyping of Germans being quite serious, but I found that they're actually a lot more laid back than we are. People were just rocking up last night on their bike, pulling up, and there's me legging it. If you saw the video, 100 mile an hour, sweat pissing out of me. They're like, yeah, kind of problem. They were just chilling, riding a bike here. A couple of minutes before kick-off, they were in. Happy days. They're loving life like I am in this glorious sunshine today. I've been refreshing the online shop page constantly over the last couple of weeks. And as you can imagine, the home shirt has been out of stock ever since they were crowned Bundesliga champions, Deutscher Meister 2004, 2020, is that 2024? I don't know. So ladies and gents, behind me is, I say the stand, but it is obviously a dome where the ultras go. We were the opposite side by the McDonald's last night. I don't think they take too kindly to me filming with this huge gimbal, but normally when I do these tours I do a quick browse of Wikipedia for my information and just wing it. But I thought, you know what, whilst I'm in Germany, I'm just gonna not have any preconceptions. I'm just gonna, again, wing it, but not read up too much. I want to learn on the tour because it's an English speaking tour. But it does say the Nord curve. Is that the north curve of the ground? Which I'm guessing is the Ultras end. Well, it is the Ultras end. It's like the equivalent of the Stretford end at Old Trafford, the Kop at Anfield and so on. It's not like a single tier wall, single tier stand like the famous yellow wall in Dortmund. There was a tier of rowdy Ultras with the flags and the drums and stuff. And then they had some, I think it was seating above. I couldn't tell because obviously the ground was full, but we'll find out in a moment.
We are the champions, my friend.
Hello. Sprechen Sie ein bisschen English?
Yes, I speak.
Do you, how much for the
15.
15?
I have
Nice. Thank you. Behind me,
Yes.
over there, guys, is a hotel. Now, this isn't unique to Leverkusen either because, as I said, they seem to follow the same concept in Germany, these modern stadiums. They all seem to have a hotel outside the ground. I know United have hotel football, Gary Neville's hunting grounds, stomping grounds. But they have the Lindner Hotel in the background over there, the Lindner Hotel. I'm sure that's going to be quite expensive. Now, ladies and gents, I don't know what's going on in the background. There's one hell of a queue. Obviously, people are still incredibly excited off the back of, not just last night, the whole bloody season. Loads more still to come. But I'm guessing that's a ticket office. I'm hoping that's not the queue for the stadium tour. Christ. Ladies and gents, I've been brushing up my GCSE German, and apparently the queue is for the cup final, the DFB Pokal. So this is what all the commotion is for. Ladies and gents, if you did tune into the live stream on Friday, it was at this point, it was pitch black, and I was trying to work out what those were over there. They're obviously football players, shaped from hedges, but behind me, the VIP Sud. But the shop is apparently all the way back where we came from. So I need to do a bit of a reverse in a moment. You can see security over there in the distance. You can't get right up close and personal over there, or at least I don't think you can. Right, guys, it's a bit of a disappointment. The shops don't seem to want to be open in German football grounds. In England, they're open day and night. They want your money. It's obviously all about the money in the Premier League. But yeah, not open. Only Monday to Friday is the shop open at the ground. Obviously, we were in a rush yesterday. So me getting excited about buying loads of items, unfortunately, Jesus Christ, unfortunately, isn't possible. We did buy that bucket hat yesterday, but maybe it is for the best because my suitcase is rammed. However, just to not disappoint you guys, I will buy something from the online club shop and I will reveal it on the channel. So make sure you are subscribed to see what we buy from the online. Buy a club, Jesus Christ, buy a club shop. Let's crack on with that stadium tour. Let's go. The people, die Leute von Leverkusen, are proud of their club, as they should be. It's only a smallish town. Literally every shop here in Leverkusen has the buyer badge. So I know I said we were going to crack on with the tour, guys, but I got distracted. We were very early, so I thought I'd wander around, see what Leverkusen had to offer. I had a bite to eat, and I did see that there is another club shop on what is like a high street shopping area. But not only is the shop at the ground closed, so is this one. Germans don't seem to work on weekends. Fair play to them. Jesus Christ, guys, if you compare it to last night in the dark, full, this looks completely different. I didn't even know that it's all open around the tops of the stands.
You're getting me the right numbers in the wrong order. 30,210. So 30,210 is the capacity here. Now that is small. Also, the office at the very left is shared by two people. One of those people is a guy called Rudy Feller. It might be easier to say Voller.
So guys, he said this roof is less than 1 centimetre thick. It's hard to believe, really thin sheeting, but also it has pillars going down to the outside, so it doesn't actually sit on the roof, it's held up by the pillars on the floor. And if Leverkusen were to expand, they'd have to go up like they did before. Apparently the old roof before this one was heated. So, interesting fact, there's pipes that go from the ground sending all the waste to that building over there, the waste management site. That's crazy, all the waste just goes to that building over there. And also, the roof gathers the rainwater and they recycle the rainwater. Obviously I live near Forest Green and it's they're building it, well, I don't know if they will now, they're relegated, but they're supposed to be building a new eco park. Obviously it's all the rage, isn't it, to be eco-friendly. And Leverkusen are doing just that.
This stadium belongs entirely to us. So that means on this grass there are no pop concerts, there are no rock concerts, and thank God there is no American football. This is just for football for Bayer Leverkusen. But there are very strict financial rules in Germany about how football clubs make money. You have to generate an income in many different ways. This is one of the ways we do it. We have a lot of these rooms here. Your company can rent these out during the week for team building events, AGMs, etc, etc. There's going to be a rivalry, but there wasn't. But you can rent this out on match day too. It is more expensive on match day. The prices vary entirely depending if you have a relationship with the club already. That the directors meet up in the afternoon of the match, have lunch together and exchange presents. Now, these are not all the presents we've got, they're just a selection of some of our favourites. But different teams are here. This one's from Chelsea, Valencia, Manchester United, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Liverpool. This one here is from Dynamo Kiev, Ukraine. That was a very, very nice present. It is a scepter of the Ukrainian royal family.
Welcome to the BayArena.
So, this is brand new. This just arrived yesterday. Now, do we all know what this is for?
Bundesliga.
Yeah, that's for our Bundesliga trophy. We got a brand new case for the Meisterschale. So the Bundesliga trophy is a plate. We haven't got it yet. We have won the league, but we get presented with it on the last day of the season here against Augsburg on the 18th of May. So until then, we've just got this, unfortunately. This trophy here, we had the guy who makes this trophy, his son did a stadium tour with me recently, and he was telling us about how much this costs. This trophy now, the new one, is the second most expensive trophy in world sport. So number one is the Football World Cup, the FIFA World Cup. The second most expensive trophy in world sport is the German DFB Pokal. Wow. The new one. It's very heavy. Even this one is very heavy. Boys down to the right. That's where they got the sponsors behind the wall as well.
That's the home, yeah?
Security guy on the other side of that door. Or that at the Barclays store. Not one down there. The away dressing room is down there. I don't know if I can show you. No, I can't. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Australian bag. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Well, guys, that tour guide's incredible, by the way. I'll get his name. Really, really good. I think I'm learning more on these German stadium tours because obviously I don't know as much about the German clubs. Obviously Bayer are the owners of Bayer Leverkusen. They're a pharmaceutical company. The factory is over there, and all profits and losses go to Bayer. And the reason, obviously you might be thinking the whole 50+1 rule. Basically workers from Bayer set up Bayer Leverkusen. So because of its connections to the club, its history, you can kind of get away with the 50+1 rule. The only other team I can think of are Wolfsburg, with obviously Volkswagen. And to put this into perspective, even though it's a beautiful stadium, the Aachen, the new Tivoli we went to the other day, is actually bigger than this. The 4th Division champions have a stadium bigger than the Bundesliga champions. And guys, I don't know if I've shown you, unfortunately on this tour you can't go into the home changing room or the away. The reason we can't go into the away today is because I think a youth team is using the away, but the home changing room, the players have all their stuff in there, pictures of their family. Alonso has some of his personal belongings in there. Obviously they train from here as well as play here, so the changing room gets a lot more use than your typical English club, for example. So that is a little bit of a shame. I often say from the outside, the BayArena looks a bit like the London Stadium, West Ham's ground, but inside, maybe it's because of the red. For me it looks nothing like the London Stadium. Probably a red version of the Amex, maybe, Brighton's. I know it's not the biggest, but we have a phrase, it's not the size, it's how you use it. And they're using it really well, obviously. So, as with every stadium tour, you're not allowed on the actual pitch. The tour guide did say we can kiss it. Ready? It's wet.
I love it.
Cheers.
That's so cool.
Right here, right now, right here, right here, right now.
Right then guys, if you did see the match day video we did here yesterday versus Stuttgart, I'm in what was where the ultras were, the Stuttgart fans. We were sat over there in the far corner, and I'm overlaying some footage now. They were bouncing up and down. Obviously, as a Brit, as an Englishman, we don't have, well we do, I'll tell a lie, this is safe standing. You can see there's chairs, so we do have safe standing. But when we went to Dortmund, Schalke, it's really baffling for the first time when you see the terracing. Obviously our non-league teams and stuff have the terracing, but not in huge, I know it's not the biggest of Bundesliga grounds, but big stadiums like this. Whew. Right then guys, so last night we were just up there. Obviously our view was down here. Over there where we were was the family section. Nice and, I say nice and chilled out. It was a good atmosphere. Ladies and gents, I've just realised I've done the whole tour in this video in a bloody Man United hoodie. Now, I put this on temporarily when I was packing my suitcase with the intentions of obviously going to a club shop and buying a Bayer Leverkusen jacket, hoodie, seeing as the shirts are out of stock. But as I keep mentioning, in Germany, everything seems to be closed on a Sunday. So if you are coming, swinging by on a Sunday, don't expect to get any clobber, any merch. But if you are coming on a Monday, the guide has said you can come and see open training sessions just in front of me over here, where we walked past earlier on and where we've just looked on the tour. You've obviously got the training sessions, and apparently the players are very friendly, quite open to signing your shirts if you do have one. Even Alonso takes pictures and stuff. Obviously we saw last night, 'cause, players leaving. So come and check it out, even if you can't get tickets to a game come and check out some live training sessions, something we don't do again in England. There's things that are better in Germany, there's things which I think we maybe do a little bit better in England. But ladies and gents, for me, I'm not just going to say now I'm going to be a plastic Bayer Leverkusen fan. Obviously, I am a football tourist. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and not everything I do or say you're going to agree with or maybe like. But we try and learn on the channel about various clubs. I didn't quite realise Leverkusen are quite disliked amongst German fans, maybe because of their connections to the Bayer company. Obviously, their branding is in the actual badge in the middle, the Bayer cross. I mean, I did wonder why this season they have a slightly different kit. Apparently, the guide was saying every 2 years, fans get to choose or consult with the manufacturers, at the moment being Castor, as to agreeing on a kit design. Next season, even though it's not been released as a film in this, I think Castor can go all out and do their own sort of thing. But obviously that cross is, I think, a nod to the Bayer pharmaceutical company. Here we go, as a badge over here. We can use it as a point of reference. There we go. The same logo that was on my rash cream. Ladies and gents, if I've not done or said anything that's upset you, getting to this point, even with this hoodie on, maybe I'll say something that will upset you right now, because I'm on my way to Cologne, not just to fly home to Cologne airport, but we're meeting David, who we saw in the Aluminium Aachen video. We're meeting him. I'm going to catch up with him before I fly, but he's also going to meet me outside the Rhein Energy Stadion, the arch rivals to Leverkusen, FC Köln. Now, not only has it been a good season in terms of success for Leverkusen themselves, but it does look like, as the film in this, Köln are going to be relegated from the Bundesliga. But away we go. Thanks for watching, and if you want, I'll see you in that video.